where the blood thinner, juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers, only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is big, I only want to go.
Today on EA Sports, it's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
They go draw play. It's Dillon. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Julian Blackmon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
On second down, Dillon. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Ball carrier.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now back to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
A loss of 6 yards. 3.
And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's a 43-yard.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 66 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's good.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack. It's a loss.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll run with Henry. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on 3rd and goal.
3rd and...
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Looking to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one. Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Henry, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Saints 14, Broncos nothing.
The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot. And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to add, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Williams. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
7 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a run with Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Broncos 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here. Because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They begin with Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Finding Harris over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
9. Brings up 2nd.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Will Lutz
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Williams to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for... He's got a man. Complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And right side, Henry's got it. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
To Derrick Henry. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Tua, the final shot before half. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Jets were able to get the road victory. 28-3, the final score. Another game of interest in the AFC East has us checking in on the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. A touchdown the difference, 21-14, the final score. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
4-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 7.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 7.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 4.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Hard throw, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 23-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 30.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Draw play, Dillon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Again, it's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On play action, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Incomplete.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 and a throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Saints 34, Broncos 3.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things, though, a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
And the lead is down to 24. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 31. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Able to find Harris, complete.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.